what's going on guys, Darius here and welcome to a new tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to be learning to do this piece. And this is quite a beginner piece. It's not so complicated as it may look. It's mostly just a collage of images that kind of fits well together, I guess. I mean, the colors are pretty nice. And yeah, we're gonna learn how to do this. So all of the stocks except for the girl are free, so I'm going to be linking in the description where you can get them. So just don't use this girl, use yourself, for example, as a subject, or someone else, or probably got some other stock images of girls, I guess. So just start with an empty document and import the desired subject, and in this case it's gonna be the same girl. I'm not gonna really mess around with something else because I kind of like this subject. And kind of place it in the middle. Photoshop should automatically like show you where the middle is with these helplines, I guess. And we're gonna do a few things to it. We're gonna start by getting our lasso tool. First of all, let me just place this image here for a second. Where is it? Edit, copy, merged. So I'm kind of doing it the same size as my old document, and I kind of wanted the girl to be the same size too. See, kind of like this. So when you're going for sizes or something, it's your decision. So I could make this a wallpaper, a widescreen wallpaper if I wanted to. I just like it in portrait mode right now. Now you're gonna grab your lasso tool. And where is that thing? There we go. No, it's here. The lasso tool. And we're just gonna start selecting random areas, and because we're going to cut from her body, you know, we're gonna cut pieces from the body, and make sure you don't leave any straight lines, because you know, notice how the girl just cuts off right here, so you don't want that. So try to kind of cut that out like this. Kind of start around the neck too, and the hair like this. There we go. So just like play around with the mouse, make a few selections and stuff. So you're cutting just small chunks, but I don't like to cut around the face because I like the face to be intact. The head and such, it's all right. The body, everything here is all right. Once you've done that, just press on this create a mask, add a layer mask button, and you're gonna get this. But that's because your mask is inverted. So just press Control and I on the keyboard, and it's going to like select it like this. I noticed there's an error here. See how I messed up here with the lasso tool? So I'm just gonna go back and kind of fix this. There we go. So I don't have a line just straight going down and destroying it. So just gonna do it like this. If you hold Alt on the keyboard, you can deselect. So you can deselect the already selected chunks. So just let me press that again. Okay, that works. Now press Control and I, and you kind of got this, right? If you're if you don't want something inside, so like if there's a problem area like this one, just select your mask and select the area like so. Grab your brush tool, select black, and just brush in, white, sorry, because white brings stuff back when you're working on a mask. So if I were to brush with white around here, it's gonna bring back the girl's hair, but if I go with black, it's going to mask it out. So it's kind of like the eraser tool, but non-destructive. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to need a background. So I'm just gonna go with a regular gradient background. So if you hold on the bucket tool, you're gonna select the gradient tool, and this is kind of what I'm going for. So it's black to sort of, I'm gonna say 60% gray, I guess. Is it? Let me see here. Okay, it's 69, 69, 69. That works. And I'm just gonna select the radial mode over here, the radial gradient, and just gonna zoom out and click and drag from the middle. So I kind of got this fade, which is funny because in the original image, the girl also had the same background. Now just remember to often save your work, because you don't know when Photoshop may crash, which happened to me already a couple of times and kind of pissed me off. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a new layer on top of the girl, and we're going to call these cuts. There we go. Cuts. Filler cuts mostly. And select your lasso tool again. And with the lasso tool, you're going to kind of go over the areas that you just cut, like so. There we go. Because we're going to create a clipping mask on these, and we're going to put some elements inside. And in this case, we're going to be using some rocks. Let's see that in a second. And you don't have to cover it perfectly because we're going to have stuff in the background anyway. So just kind of like select it and stuff, just like so. There we go. Oop, here, I need some stuff around here. And now what you're going to do is kind of just add a bit of more stuff, kind of going outside, you know? So kind of fading around here like so. Just add more cuts. There we go. More selections. Why am I saying cuts? And grab your paint bucket tool. It doesn't matter what color, and click once in your selection while having the cuts layer selected. Now press Ctrl D on your keyboard to deselect or select and then deselect. I like to use shortcuts because you know, it's just faster that way. So try and learn as many shortcuts as you can. So Ctrl D to deselect for me. So we got this thing here. Now we're gonna import a couple of stocks, which you will get in the description. So make sure to check out the respective artists that, well, took these pictures and stuff. So I'm gonna import this picture of this kind of cliffside, I guess. And I like these rocks, so I'm just gonna rotate them and place them around there. Press Enter, and then right click, and then create clipping mask. And it's gonna create a clipping mask to the cuts layer that we just made. Let me just color code a few things. So it's always nice to color code your main items in your manipulation. So I'm gonna color code the girl to red, and I'm gonna call this girl. It's also nice to group stuff, but I don't have enough layers to group them. So I'm just gonna make a copy of the rock formation by pressing Ctrl and J on the keyboard, or you can also just drag this layer on top of the new layer button, and it's gonna also make a copy of the layer. And I'm just gonna grab my move tool and move it down. So we kind of got these rock formations just sitting here inside of our cuts layer. So now we're gonna need a few things. As you saw in the original image, we got these nice plants in the background, and you will also get them in the description. But first, let's get an actual background. So select your background layer and import, where is that image? I should have prepared for this. Okay, so I got it. It's this image here, but unfortunately it's also from Shutterstock, so I can't give it to you guys. But there are tons of images similar to this on DeviantArt, and you can just get it from there. So I'm just gonna resize it and just put it here and put it in multiply mode. And what multiply mode is gonna be, it's just like applying itself to the background. And since the background has a center area which is lighter than the corners, it's gonna apply the same lighting to the stock image, which is pretty nice. The next thing we're gonna do is import these stock images here. So these the plants and stuff, and this is just the easy part. Oh, of course, the girl will have something on top of her skin. So we're gonna import this image here, which is kind of like a waterfall stock image thingy. And you can use whatever you want. You can use absolutely whatever image you want. I just like this waterfall and how it like connected to the eye and stuff over here. See how it like comes like a tear or something, like she cried a lot. And I'm gonna right click and then select create clipping mask. So clipping mask is pretty fun. it's going to kind of like stick to a certain layer that you're indicating. And we're gonna put this on multiply. There we go, multiply. And I'm just gonna do it like I did in the original image. And it looks kind of funny right now, which is why are we going to add a mask to the texture, grab our brush tool, and brush out wherever we don't want. I'm gonna grab a soft, just a regular soft round brush tool, right, with black, and just brush out. Whoops, I gotta put the hardness to 0% and just brush away what I don't need. If you press X on the keyboard, it will switch the color to white, so I can bring back details. I'm gonna press 3 on the keyboard. If I press 3 on the keyboard, it's going to change the opacity of my brush to 30%. So if I were to press 2-1 really fast, it's going to change it to 21%. So let me see with 21%, because I don't want all at once, you know, I don't want it 100% of the stock all at once to come back. So I'm just gonna press X again and switch to black so I can remove it where I don't want it, because I kind of want to get the same look that I got here, you know, because I kind of like this. So yeah, let's bring some back. Whoops, Control and Z to undo that. Let's bring back something here on the hair and remove something here on the face. Kind of want to like this here. Gonna select a smaller brush now. Whoops, there we go. Gonna put it to 40%, I guess, so I still have the details, just like this. There we go. Now it's working. Gonna remove it around here. That looks nice. So we got the texture here. Now I can create a group. So I'm gonna select the girl, hold Control and click on the texture too. Control and G on the keyboard to make a group. I'm gonna call this girl. Gonna color code it red. And everything that I'm gonna do to this girl will be happening inside of this group. Now let's import some plants. Let me see here. So I think I'm gonna import the leaves first, which is this, what's it called? Hydrangea bush. I think this is pretty nice. And I'm just gonna twist it around like this and gonna put it behind of the girl here. But it's still inside of that particular group. See how it just fits together really, really nicely. And I'm gonna import a few more things. I'm gonna import this nice blossom stock that I found on DeviantArt, which you guys are gonna get in the description, and just kind of resize it and put it around in your image. There we go. Just a bit bigger would be pretty nice, like so. And there's also this shrub, which I'm gonna put here. It's a bit too big here, so I'm gonna make it a bit smaller. I really want it to be like the original image, so I'm gonna twist stuff around, you know, and just move stuff around so it looks really nice, because I really like how it came out in here. So let me just make this a bit bigger, like so. Maybe twist it a bit, just like this. I can also put the blossom, just put a shrub around here. Let me see here. There we go. Something similar to this. If you're not satisfied, you can also add images on top. Like you can grab the plants from here and just put it here on top. That would look also awesome. So let's do that. I kind of want a blossom somewhere here on top, or this bush maybe a bit bigger. That'd be super nice, like so. There we go. And press enter. Maybe copy the blossom and just put it on top of the girl here. That looks nice. I really like this one. Let me just twist it around so it doesn't look the same. There we go. And kind of push the shrub a bit lower, I guess, like so. And kind of try to center it. So since I have the girl here with the plants inside, ooh, the cuts, I can also make a group of these, call them cuts, and put it inside of the girl layer. So I can just move everything all around now, see? So I'm gonna try to center this, kind of try to move it away from the border, I guess, and I'm just gonna make it smaller. There we go, sort of like this, and press enter, and it's gonna apply everything here. I don't really need to do much color correction here since everything is pretty laid out for me, and that's kind of what I like. What I'm gonna do now as a final step is add a few filters. So I'm gonna make a new layer on top, gonna go to image and then apply image. What apply image does is just put the whole thing on one single layer. So now I can apply the effects that I want directly on a separate layer, which is not going to destroy my original image. So I'm going to go to filter gallery, and I'm not going to play with poster edges right away. Gonna add some where is it, stylized glowing edges. I kind of like these glowing edges. Put the smoothness to about 15, the edge brightness to about 3, the edge width, I don't know, let me see here. I don't want it that intense, so about 3, I guess, and then just press OK. And now just put it on screen mode, and you're gonna have these nice edges, but I'm gonna lower the opacity because I don't want it too intense. Let me see here. Okay, nice. Now I'm gonna go and add some camera off. Should I? Oh, wait. Give me a second here. Let me just remove these glowing edges and apply the image again, because we're gonna add the glowing edges after we're done with camera raw filter. So filter, camera raw filter, you should have this. It's in every version of Photoshop that I can think of. So if you have the latest one, or even anything from CS4 and up, I guess, should have the camera raw filter. If you don't have it, then I don't know, something's wrong with your Photoshop. So in here, you're gonna go, the first step that you're gonna do is go to the tone curve, go to point, and drag this point up just a little bit. So it's gonna give like this hazy effect here, and kind of just drag it down like this. So just kind of like twist like this, and then go to parametric and lower the darks just a little bit, and the highlights just put a bit up. Then go to exposure, lower the exposure a bit, just a tiny bit, increase the contrast, and really this is just like personal taste right about now. So there's not a certain rule to follow except this parametric point thingy. Just it's up to you what you do now. I just like to play around, you know, with the hue, the saturation, and everything, and just see what fits, because everybody's gonna have a different subject. I'm gonna play with the temperature, just put a bit lower. Gonna go to my HSL, hue, saturation, luminance. I'm gonna change the hue of the greens to kind of like this aqua green here. That's pretty nice. Gonna go and change the saturation of the orange. So since my subject skin is kind of orange, I'm gonna lower the orange saturation. So I could go full black and white, but nah. And increase the saturation of the greens just a little bit. The reds, which is her lips, I'm gonna change the hue to orange. I could do that. There we go. So her lips are like orange right now. It kind of fits with these kind of things, the shrub, whatever. The aquas, I don't think I have any. I'm just gonna put it like to the green side. What I did some split toning. So I added like 18, 23, and then clicked around the blue here. Oh god, that's too much. Let me lower it just like this. Okay, there we go. 10, 13, blue. So hue 218, and not really playing around with the shadows, just a bit of saturation to 10. And the effects, the dehaze, I mean, you can add a bit of dehaze, so it's gonna like increase the details a little bit. Vignetting, obviously I love vignetting. I gotta add this, especially to this one, since everything's in the middle, so the corners don't matter that super much. And also some grain. Oh my god, yes, grain is awesome. Not too much though, because it's gonna look horrible. And yeah, I don't think there's much we can do here in the camera raw filter. Press OK. So see how the camera filter just like makes everything so freaking pretty. So this is what we had before, just like, I don't know, kind of normal collage of pictures, but after camera raw it kind of gives it this artsy kind of look, which is pretty nice. So what I'm gonna do is make a copy of it, and now I'm gonna go to my filter gallery and add this glowing edges. I kind of feel like let me put it to 0. Okay, there we go, definitely 0. Is it 0? No, it's 1. Okay, 1. And now we're gonna put it on screen, and okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. And just gonna lower the opacity. I'm gonna add some poster edges. So I'm just going to make a new layer on top of everything. Image, apply image, filter, filter gallery, and add poster edges. I think it's here in artistic, poster edges. That's a bit too much. Okay, so let's put it about, okay, let's put it to 6. The edge intensity, we can leave it at about 1. The edge thickness to 1, and press OK. And you're gonna put this to about 10%. You don't want to exaggerate with too much of the poster edges. So this is how it's gonna look. If you want more poster edges, obviously just increase the opacity to whatever you want to. But this is basically it. So except that here I added a bit more lightning around here. So just play around with camera raw, kind of get that effect. For the eye, it's just some brush. It's just brushing like I made. Instead of the normal eye that she had, I just brushed with white and added some magic circle of whatever inside of her tunnel here, so it kind of gives it that effect. So this is how this picture was made. So there's, as I said, it's really beginner stuff. Like there's no need to complicate yourself to make something pretty. And yeah, just invest some time and try around different things, I guess. Don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends, and that would be super nice. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, subscribe if you want more videos and stuff. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.